The dilemma is real. You can only have one Deadpool figure in your collection, but Hot Toys created two amazing versions, each with its own incredible offerings. I'm right there with you. I can only justify one Deadpool in my collection, so today I'm gonna help you and me decide which is better and which you should invest in. But before we get started, make sure to like the video down below, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell so that way you're notified when content goes live here. Let's make the difficult call. Today I'm gonna help us decide which Deadpool is worthy of joining your and my collection. Let's get into it. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another video today. Before we get too far into it, quick shout out to Comic Concepts. I got this figure from them at a discount. My code is WillFox for $10 off. That link in the description below to Comic Concepts can be found down there. You can get Hot Toys, statues, anything you want collectible, they are great. We're starting with the battling version of Deadpool. You can see all the cuts and the tears and the nicks in the suit. And of course, you have a darker maroon color because it's meant to show more dirt and grime and wear and tear. And there is all of that painted on the actual suit itself. And all of that is very present and obvious, which I think looks great. There are three distinct head sculpts for the battling version. So you have this completely unmasked Ryan Reynolds head sculpt, which looks fantastic, by the way. The paint applications are amazing, as is the likeness. And that half-mask version you just saw, that also can only be purchased with the battling version. No other Deadpool has a half mask or a unmasked completely Ryan Reynolds head sculpt. And even better, you can adjust the eyes on the battling version Ryan Reynolds head sculpt. Great likeness, great paint applications. You have two levers underneath the back of the head sculpt. You can move them up and down, side to side, like most Hot Toys nowadays, and adjust those eyes into a position that you are comfortable and happy with. I think this likeness is fantastic. And the fact that this is the only Deadpool figure that has this, it's a little bit of a shame. Still, battling version, you can see the mask portrait here. The details on the suit really do complement this mask portrait. Very grimy, dirty, worn in, battle damage. That is the whole look of this figure. Really, I think to me, to replicate the TVA fight and maybe the end of the film, those are the 2 points that it makes sense. But you get a lot of TVA fight accessories here. And you can see the clean version on the right compared to the battling on the left. That clean version has a much more vibrant red to it. It's very shiny and very, eye-catching versus the dirty battling version. Very, I guess, muted and a toned down maroon color. And you can see there the different cuts and bruises, whereas the clean version is completely brand new, vibrant red, looks very cool and exciting. And it looks like it's, just come out of the car wash, so to speak. It's brand new, and Deadpool is still getting ready to go out there and fight in it. Still, figure details, I love the clean version. I think it pops more, and I love the paint applications. I'll explain more as we go on. Let's talk about the accessories. So these are the accessories you get with the battling version. You get a lot of Wolverine skeleton accessories. So you do have the three distinct head sculpts. One of them is on the body here, so you're not seeing it, but an unmasked, a half mask, and the Wolverine bones. You get the two katanas. You get the katana sheaths. You get two sets of eyes. The Wolverine bones. You get some trees to actually put on the base if you want. That TVA door lights up. You'll see it at various points in this video. Lights more towards the bottom than it does the upper part of it, but still a lot of Wolverine skeleton accessories. But that base, you can see blood paint applications on the snow diorama there. Crotch grabber for both of them, but that TVA door lights up via USB-C cable, which is not included in this package, unfortunately. Don't know why Hot Toys keeps doing that. But I do like this base overall. You can see the Wolverine accessories that go over the forearm and the clawed fisted hands that are included as well. Those are pretty cool. Collectors have long waited for those, and you really have a quite cool display here. You have Wolverine's skull and spine, which is pretty great. It has some sculpted hair, which is pretty cool. And then the little mouth there on there as well. I think it's a pretty cool accessory. When I look at this, I'm just thinking that the skeleton's going, mama, 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 but I think that's probably just me. So anyway, we're going to move on now. That's a bad joke. Anyway, it's kind of a dad joke, not even a dad. Anyway, let's move on and move to the accessories here for the clean version. The clean version has the golden Desert Eagle pistols, which is so important as an accessory. This is such an important part of Deadpool's character now, and a funny part in the film with Nicepool getting those golden pistols and what he does to get them. You have Baby Pool, you have Dog Pool, you have Head Pool, you have a Baby Pool carrier, and the base is obviously different. Same katanas, you get the same black Desert Eagle pistols, but the gold ones you can only get with the special edition of the clean version of this figure. And there's the display base, very cheap feeling in hand, but looks cool. So unfortunately, that is the reality with Hot Toys figures sometimes. You have that Deadpool logo with Wolverine slashing through, Deadpool and Wolverine with the actual text on there as well. I do like this base a little bit better. I think it's kind of cool. And with the clean version, you get much more in the vein of eyes that are swappable on the masked Deadpool head sculpt. You have like 5 different sets of eyes there versus 2 that you get with the battling version. But still, battling version comes with a lot of stuff. 3 head sculpts and $15 more. You get a lot of value here. So for accessories, I'm gonna go for the battling version here. Let's look at presence. So what type of presence do these 2 figures command on a shelf? Well, it's a very interesting conversation because with any type of figure like this, where there's options, you know, in different paint applications, it can depend on vary and depend on the collector's taste. So to me, I kind of am feeling that clean version, but maybe as I go through this video, maybe I'll change my mind. Make sure to drop your comments down below and let me know what you're feeling. But the head sculpt on this figure, I think, is a really nice touch. Whether it's half mask or whether it's unmasked head sculpt, the likeness is fantastic, and it really does give the figure a lot more personality compared to the masked version, which is, you know, a little bit, I guess, one note, or can be. You do have the swappable eyes, so I get that, but you do have more posing opportunities here with the battling version. Still, what is more presence commanding? To me, that vibrant red really pops on the shelf. And when you're thinking, I want to go for something that really screams Deadpool, I think that vibrant red does that. The battling version, sure, it definitely makes it feel like he's been through a lot of battles and been through war and been through, you know, all this TVA stuff, which is true for Deadpool and Wolverine. But at the same time, that vibrant red and that really happy-go-lucky character that is sometimes very serious and cutthroat, I love that about his characterization. I think the vibrant red really displays that well. As for display bases, I mean, again, both of them are cool. The bloody one is kind of cool. You get the TVA base. That is a nice accessory if you want to plug that in and somehow place it in your display. But I just think even though the clean version doesn't have all those nicks and cuts and everything else about it, I do think that vibrancy of the red and the golden guns really do help this thing stand out. The golden guns accentuate the gold on the actual suit really, really nicely. And I just am really feeling that in my personal display. But again, maybe over the course of this video, I will change my tune and we'll see. But either way, the accessories though, oh, the accessories, like I just said, for the battling version, very, very cool. So this is going to be tough because they look at that. I mean, honestly, look at the battling version. That is no slouch. They really did put cuts and everything everywhere, and it just really does have that cool look. But I'm still going to give it to the clean despite him holding a Wolverine spine in his hand. What's more iconic? This is a tough one. This is a tough one, right? Because it depends at which point you're looking at in the film. More often than not, I feel like Deadpool looked like the more vibrant red color where he looked a little more clean. However, it depends. And I think either one could be iconic in your shelf. I just think you just got to choose which one I think at the end of the day is going to speak to you more. I did grab some stills from the film and promo art as well. And I think Deadpool looks more vibrant red in almost all of these shots to me. I see that, you know, that colorization, even in a weathered battle damage look, which he is here, I still see that red popping. And on the battling version, that's not as much the case. So to me, the vibrancy, again, of that clean red really does speak to me probably a little bit more. And again, I love those gold accents that are not as muted as they are in the battling version. Still, battling version, again, no slouch. I mean, if you love battle damage looking figures in your collection, I think you got a great option here. It's kind of no different than Thanos, right? If you wanted the Thanos with the battling version or the battle damage version, you could get that. Or battle damage Iron Man Mark 85 versus standard Mark 85. Just depends on the context, what the character's journey was, and all that. For me, I don't think there was anything particularly in Deadpool's journey where I'm like, I need that battling version. It really encapsulates his journey. But that head sculpt, you can only get it with the battling version. That is a crucial accessory for many collectors. And I would love to have that in my display. I really would. So I don't know. This is tricky. This is very tricky. And I didn't put the forearm things on for the claws there. They are a bit of a hassle. I showed earlier in the video. So you get the idea. If you want to slide those on with the claws on, you can totally do that. I just kind of put the claws on there for now. I think it still looked cool. Still, you can see some still shots here of what they look like half mask versus full mask there. And I still think, again, that vibrant red, It just pops. It's shiny. It's bright. I like it. It stands out in the display, and it gives that display that colorization, which is so popular for a Marvel display. Marvel just is full of color compared to Star Wars, which is a lot of brown robes and black robes for Sith and things like that. Whereas with Marvel, there's so much more color and, you know, and saturation that I think just makes a Marvel display really stand out, which I really do like that. I like Marvel figures and I like the MCU overall. Let's hope that they nail Doomsday, but we'll see. We'll see on that one. I'm still hopeful. I'm hopeful, but I'm also kind of nervous about it. So you can see though still, battling version really does look great. No gold Desert Eagle pistols, but as far as more iconic, I gotta give it to the clean version. The value though, let's take a look back at the accessories. Let's go back in time to 5 minutes ago. We're looking at accessories. So these are the clean version accessories, those golden Desert Eagle pistols. And of course you have the katanas, they're the same with both versions. The sheaths are actually the same. There's a little bit more weathering on the back of the battling version. Head pool I could care less about. Kid pool I could care less about. They're not even really important parts of the film. Dog pool, however, different conversation. Love myself some dog pool. But you got 3 head sculpts here for the battling version. A great unmasked, a great half mask, and a great masked version. So you get Wolverine's skull accessories, and of course all the bones and just his overall skeleton. It's a great package here. For $15 more, you get a hell of a lot more. Light up TVA base, as you can see here, not that bright, but it does light up a little bit. So as far as value is concerned, I think we got to give it to battling. I think to be objective, battling is the better one. Let's look at the scoring here. So figure details, I think we got to go with clean. I love the details and the look of the suit. I'm going to go with clean. As far as accessories, battling. It has more, comes with 3 head sculpts. There's a lot more to be done there in terms of posing and more versatility and dynamism. So if you want accessories, battling version. Presence, I think it's got to be the clean. The presence of the clean, that again, that red is so bright and shiny. It looks more Deadpool. It looks like the shots from the film. I'm going to go with clean as far as presence is concerned. As far as value, battling, $15 more, $330 versus $315. I think you got to go with battling. It gives you more bang for your buck. You can do more posing. You can change more up. So I think overall value has got to be battling, but more iconic, it's got to be clean. I think if you look at the photos from the film, I think he looks clean more often than not. I think that vibrant red is the color that Deadpool more often looks like. I think you got to go clean for more iconic there. So the winner, drumroll please, it's the clean Deadpool. It's the clean Deadpool. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. This is a very close race, but let's keep moving on to the rest of the video. Thank you so much. It was a tough decision, but I eventually decided to keep the clean Deadpool for my display. I feel it's the most iconic, it has the most presence, and ultimately will make me the happiest. Feel free to drop your comments down below and let me know if I made the right decision, and of course, which Deadpool you plan to invest in yourself. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop me a like, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so that way you're notified when new content goes live here. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.